Test, test, test. Waiting to see a response right now. Okay, Twitch is responding. They're saying welcome back. If you still cannot hear me, please refresh. All right, so YouTube side, I don't know if YouTube reconnected or not. No one's responding on the YouTube side. Let me click the link for the YouTube stream and see what happens. Streamed 2 days ago. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, I might have to restart the YouTube stream. Okay. Let me close this. So my whole house's internet went down, chat. It wasn't just me. I went out to the other room and checked with the family, and their internet was down too. So I'm not really sure what happened there, but I am reconnecting everything. If you'll be patient with me just a moment here. Let's see. All right, starting a new YouTube stream. We were talking about pros and cons of the different streaming platforms. This is one of them. If your stream gets disconnected and then reconnects, Twitch is great. YouTube, when it comes to reconnecting, is terrible. Fortunately, I don't have to deal with this very often, but yeah, this is one such case. Okay, there we go. I see myself on the YouTube side now. I am opening up a new chat window for the YouTube chat. Should it be good? Let me do a Discord ping to the @live folks. Let's see. Internet crashed and is now back. Twitch stream reconnected. Had to start a new YouTube stream. Okay. Done and done. I think that's all I can do about this. All right. So... where were we? Where's the Spotify thing? Okay. Here we go. So we were talking earlier about Spotify. So if you go there and you just type in Mukluk now, right here, you can see there's my logo. And you click on that, and then there's only one video there right now, which is my most, top performing video. So that's on there, but there's nothing else on there yet. So we're working on getting that set up today. And then we will be, copying over all the top performing videos that I've ever made after that. That is the plan. Did Chip reset the router? Chip's just asleep right now, so I don't think so. And none of the family were anywhere near the router, so I think it was just some kind of technical hiccup. I was already starting to resign myself that the evening was over, but fortunately it came back. So more gaming can continue. Grim Dawn, at least, doesn't require an always online internet connection, which is the stupidest thing in the world for action RPGs. So my game was simply paused. I just had it paused the whole time we were trying to figure that out. Can you imagine an always online action RPG that if your internet hiccuped, your hardcore character died? I certainly can. That would be just insane. That would be like someone in Guild Wars 2 asking you for kill proof to join a strike group. Crazy. We are back indeed. Sorry about all the trouble. You okay, chat? Hello, Dream of. How you doing? I was very confused when YouTube tried to send me to a VTuber. What? Yeah, my internet went down, so the stream disconnected and then reconnected, but the YouTube side didn't reconnect, so I had to start a new YouTube stream. What do you mean it sent you to a VTuber? Currently on night shift, enjoying my time. Nice. I used to work night shift. I've told a lot of stories from back when I worked at a hotel, and I was there from 11 p.m. until 7 a.m. for years. Dude, this was like when I was in the middle of the WoW addiction, and I would bring, I had a laptop that could support WoW, and I would bring that to work, and it would take me like 2 to 3 hours of hard work to finish all the work. And then it was 5 hours of babysitting the place. And I would freaking do my WoW dailies at like 2 in the morning when the date rolled over to the next day. So that by the time like anyone else I knew was logging on, I was already done with like all my dailies. So, yeah, it was a good time slot for a nerd. Any horror stories from the night shift? Oh yeah, tons of them. Tons of them. Dude, I mean, think about it. Like, I was in a profession where people could come in at any time of the night to try to get a room. Maybe they were drunk. Maybe they were on drugs. Maybe they were drunk and on drugs. Maybe they tried to bring in, like, prostitutes or something. God, yes, there was tons of horror stories. Did your hotel allow guests to bring pets? Yes. There was a pet fee, though. So here's the idea. If it was a small dog or cat, they would have to pay an additional fee. And what we did with that fee was we paid for a like super deep clean of the room after they left, so that if the next guest there had allergies, that it would not be an issue. Like, it was a very honest system, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because I worked there. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. But yeah, if you paid the extra fee, you were allowed to have like a dog or a cat, as long as it wasn't disturbing anyone. Like, if you have a dog in your room and it's barking and the people in the rooms adjacent to yours are complaining, that's obviously a problem. But in general, it was usually fine. I had to use a potion there, that hurt. He felt free for 2 minutes. Free now, I had panicked. Modern day without internet? Dude, the darkness was setting in. It's closing in on all sides. It has its benefits. Doing shift work for 25 years now as a father of 3, it's not always ideal. Yeah, I mean, if you have a family that's, you know, on day shift and you're on night shift, it can be a pain. Like, the early years of me and Anna being married, I was doing that night shift. And it was fine, because we didn't have kids, you know? So it's like, I would sleep when she was at work, she slept when I was at work, but we still had all the waking hours together of free time. And it wasn't bad at all. Like, it didn't really strain our relationship or anything. But when, you know, once a kid was born, it was not feasible. Because it's like, if the baby's crying and one person's been awake multiple nights in a row, the other person has to take over, or you're going to have a huge problem. Did the stream crash? Yes, my internet crashed and the stream had to reconnect. Some people had to refresh or go to a different URL for YouTube. I don't know if this is like a side dungeon or if this actually leads to the next area. I don't recall. So I'm just continuing to hug the left wall and go through it and see if it takes us to where we need to go. I worked for 15 years at a horse stable, and all I got is a bad back and messed up joints. I can imagine. I don't know anyone who's worked in a horse stable before, but it sounds like something that would give you a workout. I worked 7 years at hotel night shift, and all I got was horror stories and bad sleeping habits. Okay, we've made a lot of, look at this. We are here, and we need to get there for our last quest item. Okay, so this guy can let us clean out our bags a bit. Let's see. +1 to all Shaman and Berserker skills. Oh, Shaman Berserker hybrid stuff. That's a quest item, so we'll move that over there. Corruptor's Mantle. Bonus to Bone Harvest and Conjure Primal Spirit. Okay, so this is for a Necro Shaman hybrid. 10% chance on attack to restore health and give a boost to vitality damage to all pets for 12 seconds. But the stats it actually has really do not help us, other than the resist. So I don't think we're going to use that. Add 16,900 damage to Granado? What? I'm guessing whatever number was going to be on this has been drastically multiplied by my electric damage boosts. That's pretty insane. 16,000 damage to Granado. Converts 55% of your fire damage to lightning damage. That's interesting. Hold on, how much? I haven't been... I tried out Granado earlier. So, okay, so it does... At level 1, 1400 physical, but then you can add physical and trauma damage and some other stuff. But this is just... It's crazy. However, that would involve losing our offhand that is our #1 source of damage right now, but this is really interesting. Plus, it also has pet damage on it that just randomly rolled. Like, you could absolutely make a... You know what? I will hang on to this. You could make a full build around that. Okay. I don't know if there's storage here or not. Oh, they won't open the gate. Crap. Do I have to do a quest to get them to open the gate? Deliver the blood to the conclave. Okay, I've got some quest items in my bag. Let me go turn these in and see if this happens to open up the gate. Night shift is the reason my ex and I never had kids and the reason my marriage died. Oh god. Okay, that escalated quickly. Like I said, my relationship worked out okay through night shift because she slept when I was at work, I slept when she was at work, and we were both awake during the, you know, the waking free time hours.
Were you successful? Yes. power coming off there. What I must ask, few mortals ever witnessed the splendor of the Eldritch Realm. But the Lady of Whispers has blessed us with a rift stone, granting us brief access to a secluded portion of her realm. Therein dwells a creature known...
Rift to the Veiled Den. Okay. Oh, dang it. I clicked to move my character, and the portal was right there. Okay. This looks familiar. I vaguely remember this. Alright, I'm assuming this is required in order to progress through that door that's closed. So let's start killing some demons. Left for a few seconds, after stream died, Roadmark's voice box exploded or something. Internet, this time. Appreciate you finding your way back. Evening all. What's up, Mr. Face? Some kind of internet hiccup happened. Twitch reconnected automatically, but YouTube made me start a whole new stream. Do that. Next! Thank you for the Prime Next. Appreciate the support. I am liking this build. Like, we have such a weird mixed bag of damage, but we've gotten the Wind Devils strong enough that we've got, you know, enough damage that we can continue clearing even when Primal Spirit's on cooldown. And when Primal Spirit is available, that's, you know, our largest single target damage source when we're, like, killing a boss or something. And speaking of...
That skill's not ready.
Okay, he does not want to hit my minions. He wants to hit me in the face. Luckily, the Wendigo Totem was able to heal through his damage. We did lose the Briarthorn, though. Okay, we found the item that they wanted us to get.
Well, the Eldritch Realm is stunning as the stories say. I believe it's time you spoke with her yourself. I've done everything.
Seek her out at our forward camp. Okay.
The oracles of Drieg spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you, Martin.
Okay, I don't know if that's the main quest or not. I'm gonna see if the forward camp was the one I got to a minute ago. Ah, yes, I think we're on the right track.
Elaine was with the materials you've brought me.
Yeah, there we go. The door's open. My wife worked in shifts after the kids were old enough for preschool. That was horrible. I only saw her for like an hour a day. She works from home now. It's much better. Yeah, I can totally understand that. Yeah, like I said, in our case, like I got home in the morning and I could, you know, hang out with her while she was having breakfast. I would lay down. She would go to work. She would get home from work. I would wake up and we would have the evening together until she was going to bed and I was going to work again. So we had to get used to, you know, basically sleeping alone during that time, but we still had all of our free time together, so it wasn't bad. But can absolutely understand your description and what you're saying. What is that? Statue came alive. Ooh, level 68. It's 5 levels higher than me.
Muck ended the steam early because I stole his mental illness. Fine, I'll give it back. Sorry, chat.
Someone stole my internet. Thank you, Celix. It was funny because, like, I yelled out to the living room, and I was like, boy. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, do you have internet? And he's like, yeah. And, like, he just immediately said that. And I immediately assumed that he was watching a video, and it was buffered. And I was like, open a new tab. And he opens a new tab, and he goes, oh, no. I was like, okay, thank you. So I think I was right on the money on that one. Here. Tomb over here.
Can't do that yet.
Keep that in mind for a moment. See if there's anything else over here that leads where we need to go. Okay. Oh, says we missed. Wait, what? Huh. Says I missed a devotion shrine. It's okay though. That's not our current goal. It's one of the nice things about if you do choose to continue the game in the like ultimate difficulty or one of the other ones, you will be able to get more devotion shrines. So if you did miss some of them, like you cap out at 55 shrines, and I've gotten 34. But if you miss some and you can't find 55 on your first playthrough, revisiting the same shrines on the second playthrough, you'll absolutely get it, and then it's, you know, nothing to worry about. Might be in that cave? Yeah, it might be. It's nice that the map shows, like, you missed one here if you want to come back and find it. That was a lot of green. Actually, I'd use a heal potion there to get that loot. Oh, the Primal Spirit's almost dead. The Primal Spirit's the one that's only out for a short time, kicks a bunch of butt, refuses to elaborate, and leaves. But during that short time he was out, like, that acid pool was such, like, had so many layers to it that it actually almost died. One thing I've noticed watching the little Wind Devils, like, they're great. Their AI is not the best. One is they leash very close to me. They won't go more than like 5 feet away. The second issue with them is their auras don't stack. So what it should do is put like one Wind Devil on each enemy, you know, and separate them, and only have them on the same enemy if there's not enough enemies for them to split up. But they don't do that. They all will go to the nearest enemy, and, you know, they should like split up and hit different targets because their effects don't stack. So it's still like more surface area having multiple, but they're not as smart as they could be for how they work. That's a big pile. Let's summon the spirit for this. A lot of crap here. I see a elite mob in the back too. Oh, back up, back up, back up. Too many meteors. Also noticing that all pets don't have the same leash distance. Because the Primal Spirit was willing to go further away from me than the Wind Devils were on that last encounter. Infernal Waste. Just got a lot darker. Alright, so we're here. We are nearly to the Tomb of the Eldritch Sun. Although, I am wondering if I'm going to have to, like, complete certain quests in this expansion to unlock it, like I had to earlier, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. At the very least, there's no wasted progress, because even if I get there and it's locked, I'll have the waypoints. Ruin entrance. It's marked on the map if we need that.
That skill's not ready.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. We require more Vespine gas. Instruct additional pilots.